My career in advertising really started just by being around the business that my dad started in 1983. But I really just loved the creative personalities that were surrounding the business. Sure, I got involved in some odd jobs. Just being the business owner's daughter. As soon as I could alphabetize, I was helping with filing.
So as Katie was heading into her career, she had so many options because she was an involved student, an involved athlete, and she tried out a lot of different jobs in different cities, and they were impactful jobs for her.
Well, I think Katie's path was one that was divined in the opportunity she had. When she ended up in Washington, D.C., and then meeting people there and working with a PR firm there. When she went to Northwestern and ended up meeting some of their graduates and getting a determination to move out to the Pacific Coast or the Silicon Valley and have her start her career work there. These are great opportunities. And having experienced those major cities, D.C., Chicago, New York, San Francisco, she still kept being called back, I think, to Madison. And when you end up going where you want to be, where you need to be, it just, again, enhances everything you're going to do in terms of accomplishing success.
And coming back and seeing Madison had everything that these other cities had. I named my business Boomtown Communication because, I just wanted to help grow Madison and help grow that sector.
It's funny, as I was trying to think through how I first met Katie, and she just kind of appeared. If this were a movie script, it's like, how did that character get written into the script? They just showed up. But certainly changed the way I think about communications, has been a big help.
My first impression of Katie when she started was that she's a force. She was challenging others to do better and be the best they can be and be the best we can be for our clients.
She was driven, very focused. Did I say very focused and driven? So she was like driven and focused.
It wasn't long after that I moved back that Ad Fed, who, again, I had grown up around it with my dad being very involved. But when they were talking about starting a chapter for young professionals, it spoke to me in, again, getting to create something and build something and getting to know other young professionals who were like-minded. Probably my best memory of being part of Ad 2 was when Joel Plant, who was then the alcohol policy coordinator under Mayor Dave Cheslevich, called and said, "Can you help us? We want to make Halloween on State Street a branded event." They tapped Ad 2 to help them come up with a name and a logo and a marketing campaign.
Thank you for attending FreakFest 2006. Please begin moving out of the State Street area so that cleanup crews can prepare the area for tomorrow's business day.
Well, with all endeavors that she undertakes, it's always like, if not me, who? And so once you make that choice, I'm here. I'm at the front of the line. Let's do this.
She will take on those wounded animals and nurse them back to life and to health. And she did it with the Daily Cardinal and with FreakFest. So that's something, I guess that big effort, again, it's back to her wanting that high impact, regardless of how much work that is to make that.
Right. So that's a consistent theme for her, right? So I'm in advertising. I know it's advertising. How can I have advertising help the community? Right? Boom. I have this history and I learned it from my dad on down. Okay, now that my dad's business needs help, I jump in, right? So the community needs help somewhere, I jump in. I've known Kate for a long time. I've really never had a conversation with her where she talks about what she can get out of something.
Katie has this ability to distill ideas, and maybe even more importantly, to distill them in a way that pulls it out of you. And that's hard to find both as a consultant and as somebody who's developing work product.
I started a family shortly after starting Boomtown, and you just do what you have to do. I just worked late into the night until the first feeding for the baby. By baby 3, kind of took a moment to say, what am I going to do next? It was just a perfect alignment with Kennedy C was growing and growing more into an integrated marketing agency, and my strategy background was making more sense as a skill set that was needed at Kennedy C. So, it's funny, as a kid, I would always joke, people say, oh, are you going to take over the family business? And I'd always joke, no, I'm going to start a competing agency.
Katie's ability to take care of her 3 daughters is in a business that's as driven as ours. It's just amazing. Always a mindset of hers. She does keep the children first, and that's an impressive aspect to have. I know sometimes we get all caught up in work that it's panic, deadline, whatever, but you need to remember the critical piece and what's the most important part of it.
She says, we make life work. You can be a mom, and you can work, and you can own a business at the same time. And Katie finds that balance so she can make it all work for her and for her family.
I mean, when you think about all that she does at work, and then you add in what it means to be, a mother, have the legacy of a family business and the responsibility that comes with that, the weight that comes with the aspiration that we all take something that was somebody else's and build it into something they will be proud of. And so when I think about that, plus giving back to the community, being a mentor in the community, but also a mentor internally into into her own team. They think about all of those balls in the air, but she does it in a way that is, comes with grace and poise and confidence.
She was a co-founder of Add to Madison. She knew the importance of really starting that community of younger advertising professionals to connect, to network, to ideate together, to innovate together, that then would grow into the AAF Madison group. And then beyond that, maybe that forms more agencies in Madison, maybe that's connecting more with the universities and colleges in the area and making sure to maintain that level of interest within our industry and promoting careers for those students.
If you would have someone that embodies this award of the industry of advertising itself and the agency, Katie thinks about it in such a holistic way that I think this is exactly the spirit of the award, is that you want somebody who not only looks after Kennedy C, but after the industry and the community that we're in.
I'm so happy for the AdFed that they have this award, and I'm really happy that Katie was the winner.
You're still here? That's it?